Assalamu alaikum, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing the Unit 2, which is Great Thinkers. Let's start with 1. Look and listen. Look at the pictures of famous people on this page and in the phrase. Do you know any of them? What do you know about them? All of these people were very successful, but life wasn't always easy for them. In this unit, you will learn more about these people and how they succeeded. Now listen to these two children talking about one of the men in these two pictures and answer these questions. 1. Which man are they talking about? 2. What are his most famous inventions? Ready? Listen carefully. Hi Vicky, how are you? Hi Beth, I'm fine. What are you doing? I'm working on our school project about great thinkers and I just wanted to check some facts with you about Thomas Edison. Okay. Well, I know he's a famous inventor and he invented lots of things, but what is he most famous for? I think he's most famous for inventing the light bulb. He also invented the first machine for playing music, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I know, it's called a phonograph. Oh, that's right. Oh, Vicky, that's great. Thank you so much for your help. That's okay. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Great. Now read and remember. Look at the man in the other picture. What's his name? Read these statements about some books he wrote and decide if they are true or false. Let's read together the statements. A math book that explained the idea of zero. A science book that described electricity. A book on astronomy that describes stars and planets. A book that gave information about making maps. A book about famous Arabic explorers. Now listen to Vicky telling her friends some of the information she has found about him for her project. Ready? Listen carefully. Right, here's some information I found out about Al-Khwarizmi for our Great Thinkers project. He was brilliant at math and wrote a famous book that explained the idea of zero. Also, he wrote lots of other books. He wrote about a book that gives information about making maps, and he also wrote a book on astronomy that describes the stars and planets. Woo! Next is We're All Different, We're All Special. Read, match, and listen. Read the conversations and guess the children's name. We have Sam, Kate, Khalid, and Siham. I want you to listen carefully and write the names. Are you ready? 1. I'm Siham. I'm 12. I'm from Oman. I'm good at math and science. I'm not good at art. I like animals, but I don't like sports. 2. I'm Kate and I'm 13. I'm from Scotland. I like social studies, but I don't like maths. I'm good at writing stories, but I'm not good at music. 3. I'm Sam. I'm 13 and I'm from Wales. I like playing football, but I don't like drawing. I'm good at English, but I'm not good at science. 4. I'm Khalid, and I'm 13. I'm from Oman. I'm good at Arabic, but I'm not good at art. I like computers. I don't like snakes. Well done, my friends. Now to think and write, look at the All About Me cut-out page at the back of your skills book. Follow the instructions and then put your work in your portfolio. Don't forget to do this one. Let's move on to 3. Talk and remember. Tell your friend what you like and don't like and what you're good at and not good at. Your friend will listen and try and remember what you said. Then your friend will tell you what they can remember. This is a fun task to practice with your friend. For example, I like reading, I don't like maths, I'm good at art, but I'm not good at reading. You like reading, you don't like math, you're good at art, but you're not good at reading maps. See, this is fun. Make sure you practice with your friend. Moving on to read, think, and match. All of us have different skills and different ways of learning. Many people believe that we all have different ways of learning and understanding. Look at these different ways of understanding and try to match each one with a description. So let's read first the ways of understanding. We have A. Bodily movement, visual, interpersonal, intrapersonal, musical rhythmic, naturalist, linguistic verbal, mathematical logical. Great, now listen and check. 1. You like learning with other people. You learn best working in groups and pairs. You enjoy cooperating with others and you like organizing people. 2. You think in words and you like playing with language. You enjoy listening and talking to people. You like reading and writing. 3. You think in pictures and you find it easier to understand something if you can see it. You enjoy learning when you use things you can see, such as pictures, maps, charts, and videos. 4. You understand yourself very well. You enjoy working alone and think carefully about how to do things. 5. You see patterns in the natural world around you. You enjoy learning about the natural world of animals and plants and the geography of the world. 6. You see patterns in numbers and think logically. You enjoy asking questions about everything around you and you like doing experiments. 7. You learn best through movement and exercise. You enjoy games, making things, building things, and moving your body. 8. You think in sounds, rhythms, and patterns. You enjoy listening to all kinds of sounds as well as music. Next is look, think, and talk. Look at the picture of this man. His name is Sinan bin Abd al-Mannan. Do you know why he is famous? Look at the photographs and talk to your friends about your ideas. So look carefully. What do you think this man is? Great. Now 2. Think and match. Look at these pictures of Sinan at work. He used lots of different skills. Look at the pictures and match each skill to a picture. Let's view the answers together in 3, 2, 1. A is measuring, B he's understanding patterns, and C he is drawing. Excellent. Next is look, think, and talk. Look at this man. His name is Albert Einstein. Do you know why he is famous? Talk to your friends and find out what they know. This is an activity for you to find out who is this man. Even though I'm sure you all know Einstein was a math wizard. He was obsessed with math and science, also obsessed in physics. He was smart and he was very genius. As you find other informations of Albert Einstein, we're proceeding to 2, which is read in order. You are now going to read a short biography of Einstein's life. Your teacher will give you the biography on a set of reading cards for your group. Work in your group to read the biography and put it in the correct order. So this task, you will do it at class. And here's other things you have to know. Alfred Nobel was a Swedish scientist. He invented dynamite. Every 6 different Nobel Prizes are awarded for these subjects: physics, chemistry, literature, medicine, economics, peace. Next is listen and match. Listen to this piece of music. Have you heard this type of music before? Do you know who wrote this music? Do you know who the man is in the picture? Do you know what type of musical instruments he played? We're going to listen information about Mozart and find the musical instruments he played on this page. It could be a mizmar, a piano, a guitar, a flute, a drum, bagpipes, and a violin. So listen to Paul telling his friends about some of the information he has found about Mozart for his project. Ready? Okay, I found out some information about Mozart for our project. So here's what I know. Mozart was an amazing musician. He was born in Australia in 1756. He could play the piano when he was only 3, and by the age of 6 he could also play the violin. When Mozart was only 6 years old, he traveled all over Europe with his father playing in concerts. He even played for kings and queens. Mozart started writing music when he was very young. He wrote lots of different pieces of music and became very famous. Today, Mozart's music is still played by people all over the world. Well done. Now sort these words into 2 groups, words with 1 syllable, words with 2 syllables, and add more words to each group. I will give you an example on guitar, piano, and drum. So guitar is 2 syllables, si, guitar. Piano is 3 syllables, pi, ya, no, 3. And drum is only 1 syllable. The rest for you is to write the answers on your exercise book. Moving on to read and answer, quickly read this email from Maha to Beth and find the answers to these 3 questions. 1. Does Maha like learning about the history of Arabic? 2. What did Al-Farahidi enjoy studying? 3. What did Al-Farahidi love? So let's read together this email. Dear Beth, I hope this information helps you with your project about famous people. I've just finished learning about a famous Omani language expert, Abu Abdul Rahman Al Khalil bin Ahmed Al Farahidi Al Azdi. I learned about him in my Arabic classes. I like learning about the history of the Arabic language. It's really interesting. Do you learn about the history of English language at school? Do you like it? This is what I learned about Al Farahidi. He was born in Batna in Oman in 718, but he grew up in Iraq. He enjoyed studying Arabic and traveled to many Arab countries to find out more about the language. He was one of the most important people to write about the Arabic language. Al-Farahidi wrote the first Arabic dictionary, which was called Al-Ain. He didn't organize the words in alphabetical order. Instead, he organized them in order of the sounds made at the beginning of words. He also invented the system for writing vowels in Arabic words. Al-Farahidi loved poetry. Some people believe that he was responsible for introducing rhythm into Arabic poetry. I hope this helps you. Good luck with your project. Maha. Great, so the answer for 1, does Maha like learning about the history of Arabic? Yes, she does. 2, what did Al-Farahidi enjoy studying? He enjoyed studying Arabic. 3, what did Al-Farahidi love? He loved poetry. Now 2, read and correct. Look at the notes Beth has made about Al-Farahidi. She has made some mistakes. Read Beth's notes and then find the correct information in the email. Write the correct information on page 23 of your skills book. I will leave this exercise for you to solve alone. Next is look, read, and think. Look at the poems on this page. They are called shape poems. We have A and B. What are they called? Shape poems, exactly. So we have explained this on the previous pages, so it's only for your information. You have to understand that they are just ways of understanding. Why do you think they are called shape poems? It's because we all have different ways or different perspective on thinking. Moving on to read, think, and match. Read this information about 4 famous people. Think carefully and choose the way of understanding from the bottom of page 23 that matches their life and skills. Let's start reading A. Mohandas Gandhi led the movement for Indian independence from Britain. Many Indian people think of him as the father of India. As a young man, he studied law in Britain. When he returned to India, he could not find work, so he went to South Africa. He found life in South Africa was not good for many Indians. He spoke to large groups of Indian people working in South Africa and helped them to change laws that were unfair. When he returned to India, he helped Indian people to get independence from Britain. He persuaded people not to use violence to get independence. He believed in people working cooperatively together to change things. Gandhi helped millions of people to work together to bring change to India. People all over the world loved him. He believed in love, peace, and truth. Now let's read B. Helen Keller became blind and deaf when she was a young child. When she discovered that even though she was blind and deaf, she could still learn. She studied very hard. She had an excellent memory and learned very quickly. Helen decided that she wanted to go to college. Many colleges wanted her to attend, but she chose the one college that did not want her. Helen knew exactly what she wanted to do and where she wanted to go. When Helen left college, she wrote a book called The Story of My Life. When she was an old lady, Helen was often seen walking in her garden, talking to herself with her fingers. Moving to C. Jane Goodall is an expert on chimpanzees. She first went to Kenya and Africa in 1957. She started to observe the life of chimpanzees very closely. She followed them through the forest and soon recognized individual chimpanzees and their ways of behaving. She was able to identify individual chimpanzee sounds and soon classify the different chimpanzees groups, which she was studying into different social groups. Jane Goodall has studied the way chimpanzees live for the past 25 years in Gom Game Reserve in Africa. She has received many awards for her work to help people understand the importance of wildlife conservation. And the last one, D. Muhammad Ali is one of the greatest boxers of all time. He was the world heavyweight boxing champion for many years. When he was boxing, he was very fast on his feet and could move his body very quickly. This made it very difficult for other boxers to hit him. As well as being a great boxer, Muhammad Ali was very clever with words. He made people laugh a lot and he often spoke in funny rhymes. He said that he could fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He won a gold medal at 1960 Olympics. His name as a young man was Cassius Clay, but in 1964 he accepted the teachings of Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali. Sadly, today he suffers from a disease called Parkinson's disease, which makes it difficult to control the movements of your body. Now look and match. Look at these books. They are all biographies of famous people. Look at the book covers and match them to these people. Let's solve together. Who do you think A is? Correct, that's Einstein. What about B? Correct, that's Al-Farahidi. And now C? Correct, Sinan. And the last one, D, is Mozart. Well done. 2. Think and create. Look at the book again. Think of an exciting title for each book. Write the title for each book on page 25 of your skills book. Woo! Great, and now the final page of this unit is read and match. Look at these book reviews. Read them quickly and try and match the reviews with the book on page 24, which is the previous page we solved. I will give you time to match this alone. Are you ready?